is currently being used as evidence in that case right now. There's some forensic analysis that are being conducted on that vehicle, such as looking at the mileage that it had, looking at the capacity of the tank, and so forth, and other things that need to be done with that vehicle. I don't have an idea how long that's going to take, but the experts would have to look at that. And then once it's done, I'm sure that the vehicle will be returned. I mean, we don't have any, but it is the county's, we don't have any intent of keeping the vehicle, but needless to say, since there is an alleged offense that was committed using that vehicle, it has to be preserved and it has to be analyzed.
Yes, so you're the one that picked it up?
Well, it's part of the investigation. I don't go picking up vehicles.
No, but you're the one that gave the order?
I didn't give the order, I just think it's part of the investigation. It's like any other thing, when there's an investigation going, they pick up the evidence, and that is evidence.
There's gotta be somebody that gives an order,
I think we need to look at whoever signed the warrant or what have you, I don't know,
Well,
I haven't seen the packet yet. And I believe you went by my office on Friday and we talked about that. I don't have the packet yet.
Yeah, but you represent the county.
Right.
You're working for us or against us?
Well, it's just a matter of what the packet is going to say. You're asking me a question that I don't know. I don't know the answer to it, but I do know that it's very basic information that when there's a crime committed or an alleged offense, that the evidence is seized with it. You don't leave, you just don't pick up the person and now say, okay, now I have to do my case with it.
Yeah, but
the investigators get it. There's a warrant that's issued. The person gets arrested and the evidence that goes with it comes along with it. And that's where we're at right now.
Well, now that you...
Quite frankly, you're asking me if I ordered it. I don't have the powers to order no arrest, warrants or anything like that. I mean, you got to go. Our system requires that the law enforcement officer go through a magistrate judge or some type of judge. They're the wall between the society and the law enforcement to make sure that the law is followed, and if they feel that there's sufficient probable cause, well, they go ahead and sign the warrant. If there's not, you know what? I don't understand. What do you mean that I intimidate?
Well, you don't understand my word?
Well, because, I mean, how do I intimidate is what I'm asking, I guess we can clarify that.
Well,
I mean, saying it is one thing, but having some type of facts or evidence behind it is another, and that's why I'm asking. I said, I mean, you're making it seem like I'm the guy going out there knocking on doors or something, that
that's exactly what you're doing, Mr. Ramos.
I've never left my office, that's why I asked.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Okay, I mean, have you seen me out there knocking on doors, or?
No, you got your investigators showing their badges to our workers, asking them questions that really surprised them. And seems like, you want to talk to them, seems like you want to talk to them right away. You don't make an appointment with them. Been a couple or probably 3 times this week or last week that you call my workers.
I personally haven't.
Mr. Radley works for you?
He's an investigator, yes, and he does work for me. Yeah.
Well, he's the one that has been there. And Mr. Gutierrez?
He's an investigator for the Sheriff's Department. Yeah. I mean, if they have an investigation, I don't interfere in their investigation, and I wouldn't expect anybody else to interfere. I mean, if they ask questions, that's all they're doing. I mean, I don't think they're going out there arresting people or anything like that. I mean, so what would be the intimidation factor there? Sure, I mean, if I may answer this, I mean, it's sure not meant as an intimidation, that's for sure. I mean, if they're working out in the field, it's just like the PD, the troopers, whoever else, they work the field, Commissioner, and I really don't have no control whatsoever over that.
By any chance, are you doing any work for a county judge that you're aware of?
as far as,
I'm just asking you, any specific work that you're doing for a county judge without being passed through Commissioners Court?
not that I'm aware of. That, like I said, I mean, you and I talked, and I said,
I will say this, that was an order given by Commissioners Court, and the action was not followed through.
well, maybe it wasn't followed through, Commissioner. I think I would agree with you on that. You know, but that it got done, or at least something was done about it. But that the next step didn't come or hasn't come yet, then I would agree with you.
I mean, yeah, and
You know,
you're bringing that as, and I'm gonna,
Mr. Ramos,
Yes, sir.
do you maintain a list of cases or projects in file? If you know, on Commissioners Court, you know, there's an items that we always have to do our own investigation. For example, the last PO that was gonna be approved, and also, here's a check that was already done for the 50% upfront, and we had not had Commissioners Court that day. So things like this, there's a lot of things going under Commissioners Court that you're supposed to be aware, because you're our county attorney, and you're supposed to be in top of the auditor and our county judge.